Today, we're diving into a question that comes up quite often, and it's one that even men who've been practicing semen retentions for years still ask. Is edging the same as non-ejaculatory orgasm? They might look similar from the outside, but energetically, they're very different experiences. Let's start with edging. Edging basically means you're bringing yourself or being brought very close to ejaculation, and then stopping or slowing down before you cross that point of no return. The more often you approach that edge without going over it, the more you train your mind to realize that this strong urge to ejaculate can actually be felt without giving into it. It's a great tool. It builds control, helps you last longer, and teaches you to really feel what's happening in your body. But there's something important to notice about this practice. When you're edging, you're still operating in a linear realm, meaning that the changes you make in your stimulation, position, or breathing translates in a direct and predictable way into changes in your arousal. You're managing it like a dial, controlling, stopping, starting, holding back. It's a powerful training, but it requires constant control, a very different state from what happens in a non-ejaculatory orgasm, which I'll come to in just a moment. A few weeks ago, someone in my Joy Club group wrote something that really fits into this topic. With my first girlfriend, I used to practice this. We had read about it somewhere, we were playful and wanted to expand our pleasure. I didn't know anything about breathing or energy, but I became more and more aware of when I was approaching ejaculation and when I could no longer hold it back. I learned to notice the point when it was almost too late and to pause briefly while still aroused. My question is, I can delay ejaculation several times before finally releasing. Does that already count as being multi-orgasmic? This is a great question, and it naturally arises once men start gaining control over their sexual energy. But here's the thing, being able to edge for 30 minutes or an hour or even longer doesn't automatically make you multi-orgasmic, which is another way of saying being able to get multiple non-ejaculatory orgasms. What it does mean is that you've developed control, and that's a fantastic first step. But it's not the whole picture, because what's missing is conscious movement of sexual energy from the genitals into the rest of the body. That's what transforms edging into something far more powerful. Before we dive into the how, let's clarify what's a non-ejaculatory orgasm. Just like edging, you can have them multiple times in a row, and from the outside it might look very similar, but internally it's completely different. A non-ejaculatory orgasm is a wave of sexual energy that moves through your body, while an ejaculatory orgasm explodes outwards. The non-ejaculatory orgasm turns inward. The energy implodes and flows through the internal energy channels of your body. That's why some traditions call that implosion. It's a non-linear experience, which means every small shift in your breath and how you use or release tension in your muscles, or even in your visualization, can completely change how that implosion feels and what state you'll find yourself in afterwards. You're still below the edge of ejaculation, but you entered the orgasmic realm. So you might be wondering now, how do you move from edging to non-ejaculatory orgasm? I'll come to that in just a moment, but first I want to share an insight that can help you reach this control more easily. This connects to something I saw recently in Eyal Matzliach's ejaculation control course on Beducated. I also have some of my own courses on that platform. I'll link it below in the description if you want to check it out. Eyal talks about how important it is to understand why you want to last longer, because your intention shapes everything. When you understand your why, you gain much more capacity to contain and guide your sexual energy. For me, that why is about creating deeper connection to myself and to my partner, a kind of intimacy you simply don't reach when everything ends in a quick release. One of the participants in my recent 10-week live course was going through a stressful phase with his partner. Every time they managed to set aside their conflicts and connect sexually, he felt so excited and overwhelmed that he ejaculated almost immediately after penetration. When we started working together, he was skeptical, but after a short time, through setting a clear intention and doing some simple breathing exercises, he told the group he couldn't exactly explain it, but suddenly he found himself able to relax and last much longer. So getting to the point where you can last long and practice edging can be the first step. Now, how do you actually make that transition from edging to non-ejaculatory orgasm? The first key is understanding that everything follows your attention. Where attention goes, energy follows. You can visualize your sexual energy, that heat that you definitely feel in your pelvis as you approach the point of no return, as a ball of light or fire. By imagining that this ball moves up your spine into the upper part of your body, you can start to direct your sexual energy inwards. Sometimes I tell men, imagine that you are ejaculating into your body instead of out of your body. And that can help you access non-ejaculatory orgasms. The second key is becoming aware of your relationship with tension. Experiment with using deliberate body tension or keeping the body completely relaxed when you are imploding the energy upwards, to see what works better for you. After working with many men, I can say that every nervous system is different. Some benefit from body tension, others from total relaxation. And finally, the third key is timing. When should you apply this implosion technique? 1 minute before the edge, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe just 5. This takes practice and experimentation. These are advanced techniques, and again, everyone is different, so start slowly. First focus on lasting longer and mastering edging, and then move into non-ejaculatory orgasms. So edging and non-ejaculatory orgasm, not the same thing. One is about controlling your arousal, moving it up and down to avoid crossing the edge. The other is about imploding your sexual energy into your body without ejaculating. If you want to explore this deeper, you can check out my courses on Beducated. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Where are you on this journey? Never heard about this before? Still practicing edging? Or already starting to feel those full body waves? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.